Hello guys, I hope you are doing well. Long time no see, and to be honest, I was off a little bit from from YouTube and from social media, Instagram, because to be honest, I wasn't feeling myself for the past several weeks. Didn't feel well, but hopefully right now I'm better. So I think it's time for some updates, and this time these are just huge updates, and I thought that I have to make this video. So as you see behind me, these are two tiny 5-gallon tanks. Right now they are in a different room, and you wonder what happened. So I'll tell you straight what happened. So the reason why I moved these two tanks today in the morning, and it was just kind of awful morning, but to be honest, I had fun doing this, but at the same time got a little bit exhausted. So the reason why I did this is because we have reconstruction in another room. There will be some changes, and I had to move these tanks from that room to this room. So they are staying right now here, and I don't know if it's temporary or not, maybe. So we'll see. So far I like how they stand here, how they sit here. Maybe they will be here temporarily. I don't know yet, I haven't decided. Well, as you can see, I saved all the escape, more or less. I mean, when I had to do the following. I had to catch all the fish, and not only the adults, but also all these fry, babies, and there are some newborn babies who are just 1 week old, I suppose, because they are very small and I haven't seen them yet. And in here they are bigger, so it was a little bit easier. And by the way, one guppy doesn't feel well because it's very old, like 2.5 years probably. So well, that's it. And I had to catch all of them and move them temporarily to some kind of container or something. I will show you. This was just a small jar which I used for this purpose, and after that I had to suck up all the water from the aquarium. I saved like 50% of it, and then moved these tanks back. I moved these tanks, then empty tanks to this room, because I was actually afraid to move them with even a half amount of water. So I saved 50% of old water, pour it back. After I put these two tanks on this drawer, and then I poured out this 50% of old water and new water as well. Hornwort got a little bit damaged during the process because it's kind of fragile, but I don't worry about it that much because it will grow in no time, especially if you have enough nutrients in water. So well, moving all this stuff was a little bit tricky, because I was afraid for the escape, and I was afraid that something may go wrong, and it's always exhausting, very exhausting. But I guess that they look even a little bit more beautiful here. I don't know, maybe because of the color of the drawer is darker, so maybe this is the reason. I don't know. And in this room it's a little bit darker, so when you have lighting on and stuff, especially at night, it's much better, I think. I mean, it creates such an impression, at least. As for this thing, there was an adventure here. You see the stones? Under the stone I put some kind of soft sponge in order to make it like an insurance from cracks or scratches or something, because this stone is pretty big and heavy, though it's not very giant like serious stone or something like that, but the weight of it is bigger. So what I did, I put this kind of sponge, and when I removed this sponge, I found out that snails, these annoying ram's horn snails, sometimes I hate them really, especially when there are too many of them. They ate some amount of this sponge, and it started to rot. It started to rot and produce a lot of ammonia, and I wonder why I didn't notice any changes earlier, because to be honest, it was not so bad. I mean, it didn't look so bad. Maybe it was just the beginning of this ammonia outbreak, because I felt this kind of bad smell, you know, from it. So I removed it, I cleaned it, I saved everything that was, you know, actually saved, and put it back, put it all together back. Well, that's it for now, I guess. And guppies, they are very playful. They are right now, there are only males in here, and in here only females. I did it because males usually harass females a lot, especially during the breeding season. And right now, you know, it's springtime. They can, you know, actually breed for the whole year, but especially it is especially felt in springtime. So I separated them, and they are more or less peaceful right now. And if I want to have some more babies, I can just you know, put them back together. But right now I think that's enough, because there are like 12 and there are maybe 15 or more. So I'm just pretty much satisfied with this amount. I don't know where to get them later, because I promised my friends that when they grow up enough to be, you know, like less demanding to take care of, I would give them away, you know. One female guppy, she had a problem with the eye. I thought it was fungus, but it appears to be just an injury, because this guppy female, she didn't feel well and she bumped into something, I guess. There is a little bit outbreak of hair algae. I removed some of it from the driftwood and from some plants. Also, I had to remove all the duckweed, and in this video you can see that there is a lot of duckweed, but it was covered with this hair algae. So I thought that it was no use to save it, and I just threw it all, you know, into the trash bin, because when you have enough lighting, it grows in no time. I saved some amount of it in the ring. Here in this ring you can see it, and I hope it will grow back. And at the same time, duckweed blocks a little bit of light, so the whole picture without duckweed, I mean when it doesn't cover the whole surface, is better, because there is enough light, and the whole picture is more beautiful in my opinion. And I just noticed I forgot to turn on the filter. Yeah, and I just, like, I'm filming and I'm just like, something is wrong here. Yeah, you know, sometimes I turn off the filter in order to feed the fish, sometimes to you know, to just make my air pump rest for 10 minutes, then I turn it back. So usually it runs for the whole day, especially during the day hours, and in the evening, of course. At night I usually turn this filter off, because it will be unbearable to sleep at night with it. And in the morning I turn it back. So this routine is like that. And this time I forgot to turn it on. Yeah, my bad. But you know, right now you can see the small air pump, not the old one, the big one. It runs 2 tanks simultaneously, and I think with not many problems, you know. So well, that's it. And right now you can see the air pump running and sponge filter running. So well guys, that's it for today, and I hope you enjoyed this video. This was a hell of a ride, but you know, I enjoyed it because I had to do it. We have some major, you know, reconstruction in another room, so in several months there will be mess, and I just had to do it. So well, thank you for tuning in and watching to the end. Stay safe, take care of yourself, and see you in the next video. Bye bye for now.